Okay, we have one more song on side A.
I hate to tell you guys, but I have, like it's 1 page, but it's, like, things written it's a lot. I have a lot on
So
this.
it is track 5, and it is Iris Hold Me Close. And you sent me a screenshot, so I know you have this on your page, but I had it on mine too. And when the track listing was leaked, it was leaked, yeah?
I don't yeah, yeah.
Hillary,
No, it wasn't. It was I think they put that up there at the same time they released it,
did they?
and we
Anyway,
did yeah.
whenever you saw the track listing, I think it was earlier because I don't, doesn't matter when it was. You were like, No." And I remember looking through them and I saw Cedarwood Road and I was like, "Oh, oh, no.
No, absolutely not.
No, this is not okay."
Mm-mm. And I felt for a while I don't think I listened to those songs for quite a while either. Like, it just felt like I don't need to be that deep in Bono's life. Like, we're not friends like that, but I guess we are. So, Dr. Henry Louis Gates Jr., I think, I don't know, who hosts Finding Your Roots, he says this and he says it often that you die twice. You die of your physical death, and then you die again the last time your name is said. And I'm going to cry. So, I mean, as long as people listen to Bono, they're listening to Iris. So she's got a whole lot of longevity there in terms of that. I chills. This whole thing is just very emotional. Iris will live on for many, many, many years to come.
Yeah.
So I said when we first saw the titles, we were like, no. So I think that if this album is a concept album, I think that actually it is Bono allowing himself to exhale. You know, like waiting to exhale kind of thing. And that's what these songs, I mean, that's
That's huge.
like that's what this is. And I felt like even more so than writing them, than performing them. I mean, he looked when he sang this song, he looked a little tortured every night. That said,
Sometimes he would, like, curl up on the steps.
yeah. So he tells the story that the day that the album was going to press, he tried to beg people not to release it because this song was not very rock and roll manly. But then, buddy, you said that, and then you sang it every night.
So,
Well, I mean, maybe he couldn't stop the song from being published, but he definitely could stop or just not sing it every night.
yeah.
Like, if that was such an issue anyway, it's a good story.
He said that like, 2 days before, he, like, woke up and he was like, "No." But also he couldn't remember what day. So he texted his brother and it was like, "What day did mom die?" It's weird to say. And he's like, "I don't actually know." So he texted his uncle and his uncle said it was on this day. And that on this day was her father's funeral, which was the day that he originally texted his brother but
Oh,
asking about the date. And then 2 days later, she passed away, which was the day the album came out. And that is the only thing that gave him pause that, like, this is meant to be.
uh,
But yeah, he asked them to take it off.
okay, so bear with me here because this is very emotional. So he has the line in there, but you, I'm sure I've met long before the night of the stars went out. We're meeting up again. So a few years ago, I had this dream. It was the night before, I think, Rosh Hashanah or something. And I had this dream that my grandmother, my granny, was alive and well, and she died when I was 18, and she had Alzheimer's. So I think it was like I think the last time she knew saw me and knew me was like I was 11 or something.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Yeah.
yeah. So, in my dream, I was at some party or something, and my granny came in and was just like, she knew who I was, and I was, this grown woman, and we talked for a little bit, and it was great. It was great. I mean, it was really great to like, even if it was a dream, to like introduce myself to her as a grown woman. And
Yeah.
like I felt like when I woke up and I thought about it the next day, I just kind of thought like, wow, I wish that could happen. I wish there was some way that could actually happen because there's so much that I wanna tell my granny about me, about everything.
Yeah.
So obviously that's something that, Bono thinks about his mom, not knowing him as anything but a 14-year-old. And that I mean, losing a parent at a young age was just I mean, I'm sure that's horrible, but, like, just doing this song and everything just, like, multiplied that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, look, what would she think of what her son became? And then I started thinking of my cousin that passed away, and his children are, I don't know, they're doing okay, but, like, I wish that he could have been there for their bar and bat mitzvahs, and he could see, their report cards and band, and he needs to see all that stuff, and it breaks my heart. I'm gonna I think that that's another thing. Maybe this song was actually also designed for us to exhale. I don't know, 'cause
Maybe.
I just feel like I did, like, yeah.
There's
When I did that when I saw that line, it it just went off in my head, all of it.
there's a quote from Bono that I don't have it right here in front of me, but it was something like, when he realized the release date was related to her death date,
Yeah.
that she must be watching, and he was like, "Ultimately, I'm horrified because I've done some really terrible, embarrassing things."
That's cute.
It's like
Cute.
your dad looking through your pictures.
Yes. Okay, you can leave that part or some of that in there then,
I'll
because I
I'll
feel like
try.
okay.
I'll try.
Um,
But anyway, I mean, way to make light of it. I mean, that's a typical making light of a situation, but
so my last note is exactly that. It's him making light of the situation. He says, "Iris says I will be the death of her. It was not me."
so first of all, he said he got a lot of flack for that, and he's like, "No, that's an Irish thing." Be like, "Oh my gosh, you'll be the death of me." I'm like, "That's not Irish."
No, it's not
I
Irish.
say to my children all the time, like, "You are going to be the death of me."
Yeah.
So I guess the people he got flack from just didn't hear that.
No,
Hadn't
but
heard that in your life, but that juxtaposition of her saying that with him being, because that's such a teenage thing to be like, "What did I do?"
right.
Um,
In that, I see him being like, "Wasn't me." Like,
well,
it makes
and I see it the other way, like, it was no, 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 no,
yeah,
no. It wasn't me. But anyway, yeah, whoever was giving him flack for that, you live it. The
stupid.
rest of the world, mothers say that,
Yeah.
because I say that as an American to my children
Yeah.
all the time.
I heard it all. I probably still hear it, I don't know.
Yeah,
So it was played 147 times. So it was played during I&E and E&I. I heard it 12 times.
I've heard it 5 times. I have 2 quotes from Bono. One is when he spoke to Dave Fanning. If you all haven't listened to this RTE interview that he did with Dave Fanning as his album came out, I highly recommend it. It's on YouTube. He said, "Sometimes the thing that has the most powerful influence over you are from way back. You're looking at the night sky and those beautiful stars. A lot of them are gone, even though you're still in their light." And I love that juxtaposition of the stars from so long ago. He also said, "40 years ago, my mother fell at her own father's funeral, and I never spoke of her again. Rage always follows grief, and I had a lot of that. I still have, but I channeled it into music, and I still do. I have very few memories of my mother, but I put a few of them in a song called Iris." I saw another quote that was like, "All my memories are in Iris. They're all in that bridge."
Yeah.
I love that bridge. I don't love this song.
I'm glad you said that. I don't either. It's just it doesn't seem, I don't know, it's, like, broken up a lot. It's not cohesive.
I get the like the feeling, the music, like, the instruments are, like, otherworldly, which makes sense. Like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, heavenly's not the right word, just
No,
otherworldly.
I know what you're saying.
But until that bridge is fucking amazing. "You took me by the hand, I thought I was leading you, but you made me your man, machine, I dream where you are," like that up there. And then it ends with "Free yourself to be yourself, if only you could see yourself,"
Yeah.
which I turned into a tattoo. Um, I seem to like to get tattoos of songs I don't necessarily even really like, but the lyrics are important to me. I feel like you took me by the hand. I thought that I was leading you, but you made me your man. I feel like that's Allie.
So it is. The other thing that caught my eye is that he has said many times that the first album he bought her was Man Machine by Kraftwerk.
Right?
So maybe he put man and then we're like, machine.
Well, in that Dave Fanning interview, he mentioned the craft work, and Dave was like, "Oh, and you quote it
I don't know, but to me there, like you said, like it seems like it switches the speaker. I think man machine was
because
on purpose.
machine's weird. Machine's a weird word
I know.
in this
Oh,
context. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so going back
Oh my
to
gosh, is that the end of side A?
I think it is.
We got to do a shot.
I think even though we said we weren't gonna do shots to
Dead people.
people,
This is this
yes,
is non-negotiable.
yeah, Iris.
To Iris. Hey y'all, we're gonna say goodbye for a moment. Thank you for listening to side A. We're gonna get off and get right back on.
We'll see you next week, as far as you know, but we're just
I will
gonna
still be this red at the beginning of side B.